everybody, welcome back to another episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Today we return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day of the most amazing Friday. Today we got some brand new info about the forthcoming update, and boom, let's go ahead and let's start diving into it. And this info is a little bit of a heartbreaker, but also a little bit, it's like 50-50. You guys will see what I'm talking about. So first off, it turns out that the Outpost update turned out to be something really huge, something bigger than we expected. That's all the info that they could release, though, really keeping it vague, but that has me ridiculously hyped, especially after last video and a lot of the conclusions that we came to regarding the fact that the Outpost is most likely to take place in the north and kind of give the north an actual purpose and stuff. If you guys like, we went way more in depth on it on the other video, feel free to head over there. But the next update is confirmed to be limited to active weapon skills, minor reworks, and changes. So it does appear that the Outpost update is not going to be within the very next update, but it is still the closest major update that we could expect. What do I mean when I say major update? I mean something like raids, you know, that was a major update. Adding in the north, that was a major update. The new western area with the ATV, that's a major update. That's the next major update that we could expect. But in the meantime, we do know that our next update, which is still slated to be coming soon-ish, originally around the 16th to the 20th, but that may have been, like they said before, that might be subject to change, but that's still the latest time frame that we do have. So going off the latest info, it does still appear it will be coming within the next couple of days or so if all does go well. And active weapon mods are still going to be a very nice addition, because as you guys know, they are going to literally give us the ability to use skills such as, I know that there's like the grenade launcher, there's like a bayonet for some guns, there's different types of active skill mod scopes, like all the melee weapon skill mods. There's like a freaking chopper gas tank for the sledgehammer that replaces the cement on the sledgehammer. Like the brick that hits things is replaced with like a chopper gas tank, which means it might be like a flaming sledgehammer that you could like light on fire. Like there's still a lot of possibilities, and active skill mods are going to be huge, because that means that when we enter the map, we will have like another button that we could press, or per snaps it will replace one of our two buttons, such as the auto button over here in the lower left hand corner, or our sprint button over there. Or what I think is most likely to happen is that it will be a new button added, for example, right over there, that if we are using an active skill mod, if we have one equipped, there will be a circle that will kind of like regenerate, and once it's full, we could activate it and do something insane, like launch a grenade launcher, a bayonet that might lead to like an insta kill or a huge amount of damage, maybe like a charge forward battlefield style with the bayonet. A whole ton of cool possibilities over there. But we do have confirmation that the Outpost update does appear to not be within this next update, but there is still the opportunity that with the addition of these active skills, and this is something that we went over in the last episode, it's still very likely that from what was being teased, boom, as you guys could see over here, they do bring up the fact that like there's a convoy transporting things. If you guys remember, they were teasing the warehouse to come out on Monday, and this is like the deciphered thing from the cipher. The cipher was originally supposed to come out on Monday, making some sort of a connection over there. And as we went over in the last video, it does appear that there is a convoy that will be taking place within the winter zone. Like I'm saying, a lot more in-depth information in that last one, just trying to do a general overview over here so we could hop into our own shenanigans. But it is still appearing that that might be coming over here in the north, some sort of winter military convoy event to accompany these active skill mods, and posiblemente that warehouse type location we were talking about as well, because all of these things seem to be linked together. So it would make sense for them to come together, and then that way this little update could kind of prepare us for the Outpost, because like I'm saying, a lot of signs are pointing towards the Outpost. Honestly, it could very well replace this base over here. This would be a prime Outpost territory. Not a lot of people raid up this base anyway, and I think Kafir, that my memory might be kind of foggy here, but I think they've said that like they did like want to revamp like some of these bases and the purposes that they serve. So getting rid of this would leave plenty of room, and it would literally like look mostly the same as our base over here to go ahead and function as our outpost in the north. So then this update could kind of be a little bit of a primer for the north, add in that winter convoy event, that warehouse event, some of these active skill mods, and then the next update, the Outpost update, would hopefully make them much more accessible by allowing us to have an outpost out in the north, and of course all the dope outpost things that will come along with that, such as the recruitment of settlers, building up an entirely second base, and so many other dope things that I absolutely cannot go ahead and wait for. But with that said, with that done, that's gonna wrap it up for the information that we got for today. We got a military convoy we got to go ahead and clear out, so without further ado, we got a little bit of the Uzi Jacuzzi to help us out with today's shenanigans. We haven't brought one of these bad boys out to play in a little bit of a hot minute, so let's go ahead and welcome these lads to the Uzi Jacuzzi and have ourselves a wee bit of fun with that. Our doggo is along the way as well, but in the meantime, I'd love to hear what you guys think regarding the latest information coming out and regarding how this all might come into play. Your guys' thoughts around it. I know that it is unfortunate. It does not appear that the outpost is coming anymore, but that is also good news because that means that they aren't going to try to rush it out, because a rushed update, you know, it's better for the update to come out like as glitch free as possible and not be rushed, because I don't think any of us like glitches, especially potential game breaking glitches. So at the very least, Kafir does appear that they are taking their time with this update and trying to make it as awesome as can be. And from what we've heard regarding this outpost, what it's going to involve with settlers, it's still shaping up like it's definitely going to be an awesome one. But like I'm saying, let me know what you guys think regarding the active skill mods. And hey, he got some aluminum plate. Also, I'd love to hear which active skill mod you guys are most excited for, because that's obviously going to be kind of the big kahuna of this update, which is going to be the addition of such mods. So in preparation for that, which one are you most excited for? We're going to be trying to get absolutely all of them and show off all of them. That's actually what we've been saving a lot of our weapon resources for, and we'll probably do a huge opening as well to celebrate that and hopefully try to get some of those active skill mods as well. So let me know which ones you guys would like maybe most excited for, which ones you guys want to see most, and that might be a good little primer for me to go ahead and try to chase after those absolutely ASAP, so we could get to showing off the active skill mods and the different additions that they will do. So go ahead and let me know that in that comment section down below, and reminder that that comment is going to put you 1/3 of the way until we get to our $5 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do as well is make sure like button, make sure subscribe. That will enter you in on today's video. Y'all could go ahead and enter in on every single last day on Earth video. One Saturday rolls around, we'll pick a random video for the past week, pick a random comment from that random video, and that will be what up for the week, and we'll kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure you stay tuned with that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest of Last Day on Earth information, such as that which we are sharing today. Whenever other new info does come out about these forthcoming updates, whether that be images, text like this, just kind of like a general idea regarding what to expect, any and all that type of jazz, we are always keeping y'all in the loop on. Not to mention, we are always trying our best. That guy died in a really weird position. No finger either out of him, man. Whack. Absolutely Wackosaurus Rex. Not a fan of that, but I am a fan of that right there, and I'll toss the shotgun over there. But we're always keeping in the loop with that info, not to mention always breaking it down as best as we can, connecting it with other info in the past to go ahead and give us the best look at these future updates and what to expect. And of course, as soon as those updates do come out, we are diving into them and covering absolutely everything that they have to offer, so you guys know what to expect, what to do, what to go after, and all that type of jazz. And of course, we're always trying to have an absolutely fan-fantastic time all throughout our exploration of these new updates. And in the meantime, we still got plenty of raiding and plenty of other fun that we are partaking within, and that notification bell is a great way to stay up to date with every single video y'all can enter in on for that weekly giveaway. And let's not forget all the other dope survival games going up on the channel as well, so make sure you guys stay tuned, and I'm looking forward to it. And speaking of staying tuned, as you guys may have seen pop up earlier, we are going to be streaming today on DLive 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. We are going to be streaming some Last Day on Earth on dlive.tv/Starsnipe. Hopefully I can see some of you guys out there, because we have also pretty much established our streaming schedule, so you guys know when to tune in. We're going to be streaming 6 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Central Time, and then I believe on Saturday. I'm just trying to make sure that we got every chest. I think that we did, but I always feel like I forget one chest over here in the military convoy. But if we did, we'll go over to the bunker, and then we got that raid to prepare for, like I was saying. But 6 p.m. Central Time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday is going to be the consistency that we are going for. So make sure you guys tune into the stream at those designated times, so you guys could be ready to have ourselves some fun. If you guys haven't already, make sure to go ahead and hit that follow button over on our DLive account. We are so close to 1,000 followers. When we hit 1,000, that is one of the big benchmarks we got to hit to try and be a global partner on DLive, which is a big goal that we're going after. My man, that some of you guys may actually know, Noah from YouTube, he's also streaming over over there on D-Live, and he was the very first global partner over there. I think they're like 2 global partners. So let's try and make this push, baby. Let's try to be lucky numero 3. Lucky numero trace over there. But yeah, there's the rough schedule. So hopefully you guys do know when to tune in and you guys know when to check in, just in case like you guys aren't getting notifications or aren't signed up for them or anything like that. And let's go and get y'all the bunker code for today, 93917. Let's confirm that. If that's out of date by the time you're trying to put it in, make sure to check that comment section down below for an up-to-date version brought to you by the fantastic community here at the Snipe Gang. But yeah, man, I'm really excited for today's last day on Earth stream. We're gonna be trying to work other games into there as well. I know some PUBG Mobile is gonna be fun to check out at some point. I don't know if we're gonna be doing that today. We'll see how everything plays out, but some PUBG Mobile I definitely want to check out. Maybe Rules of Survival Mobile, couple of things like that. 7 Days to Die, which we just kicked off the new season. If you guys haven't already, definitely check that out. The new season definitely started off with a bang and is already getting very, very interessante, and I'm looking forward to that because our last season kind of suffered this catastrophic glitch, which was very unfortunate. But hey, we got ourselves some yellow ticketry as well, and we got ourselves, let's freaking go, a little bit of that engine part action. I absolutely love to see that. Let's go ahead and toss that. Sorry about the burp there. Down over there, let's grab ourselves some of that medical supplies as well. Definitely a much needed necessity. We got ourselves some gas, some of that, a little bit of food too. Always hard to go wrong with that. And we'll go ahead and put away a couple of things for now. We will come back for these things at some point, but I want to make sure to have the room for all the hard mode items. And as you guys can tell, we are let's freaking go. We are 1 chopper gas tank away from getting a chopper gas tank today. But now we are 0 chopper gas tanks away from doing that because we just got ourselves a chopper freaking gas tank. Hype, hype, hype. Already off to a marvelous start, and today is hopefully only going to get even more marvelous from here on out. Let's go ahead and put those medical supplies over there, and we are 1 red ticket away, and the blind one actually has to die for us to partake in today's raid. So that's another thing that we are going to be knocking out right about now. So we got a couple of small dudes here there to murderlate along the way, but then the blind one must suffer, and once he suffers, he will give us red tickets and hard mode items, and hopefully some of the little dudes along the way can help us out in those departments as well. And then, well, we're just gonna be looking very mucho bueno, and hopefully we'll get a C4 out of that crate, maybe a military chopper blueprint, because we're trying to max that out so we can have all the choppers in the game maxed out at level 3. That's kind of like our current goal we're going for with the choppers. I know tomorrow the gas station's respawning, so we'll be able to make a pit stop over there as well. So a lot of cool stuff lining up. But speaking of cool stuff, like I'm saying, hopefully I do see you guys over there at D-Live. It's been a ton of fun so far, and I love talking with you guys and playing with you guys live because it's just such a different experience. I love making YouTube videos. I love hopefully being an awesome and fan-freaking-tastic person for y'all through this, but it's also such a different but still awesome experience to actually get to talk with you guys like live, you know? Like, I get to literally have one-on-one conversations with you guys. D-Live is really good about having like minimal stream delay, which is another reason that I really love it. Not to mention you guys could literally earn free donations. You guys know how usually like whenever you like tip to a streamer or donate to a streamer, right? It's kind of coming out of your own pocket. That's another reason that I really love D-Live. You don't even need to do any of that. So I don't even have like a donation link or anything like that set up. Like you guys could literally earn free donations by watching the stream and chatting. So it's a great way of getting you guys to talk and kind of encouraging that conversation, that sense of community. It's been a super warm welcome so far, and like I was saying a little bit earlier, never mind, I thought there was something over here, but like I was saying a little bit earlier, it is really awesome to have those one-on-one conversations, and like it's not like there's hundreds of comments to sift through, you know? Like that's why it's really hard. Like I'd love to reply to every single comment on YouTube, guys, but just logistically speaking, I can't. I try to look through all of them. I try to spread some of the love, spread some of the hearts, spread some of all that type of jazz to hopefully show that I really do appreciate you guys leaving comments and starting discussions and that type of jazz. But over on D-Live, it's a lot easier because like so far we've been consistently getting like a, you know, breaking 100 viewers or so at a time, which, you know, makes sense because not everyone could always tune in at the exact same time, you know, but it is still very awesome because it's a lot easier to literally hold one-on-one conversations with you guys. And like it's been awesome like literally getting to know some of you guys over there. So hopefully I continue to do that, and hopefully D-Live will continue being a great home for our live streaming And like I am saying, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Central Time, you guys will be able to find us live over there. Plus on Saturday, we got a little bit of the early stream since I don't have school on that day. We got a little bit of the early stream for some weekend fun, not to mention, so some of y'all over on the other side of the world, over in Europe, over in Asia, might actually be able to catch it a little bit more reasonably, because unfortunately 6 p.m. Central Time for me is usually like super late at night or early in the morning for some of y'all on the other side of the world, which I'm very sorry about, but guys, there's not much I can do about that because I got my own obligations like school and stuff that I got to knock out first and foremost before we could get that live streaming done, which is actually what I'm going to be doing a good amount of today. Your boy, god dang it, the doggo didn't make it in here. Your boy, he's still got some homework and a couple of things he's got to knock out, man. Class, oh, I hit that a little bit too early, but class has begun hitting, and well, it just reminds me that I got homework to do, I got obligations like that, and ooh, Shotgun Rain is coming out in full force today. We got like 3 criticals out of all of those hits that hit. Absolutely marvelous. He's gonna hit us for a little bit more damage than we would like, but let's go ahead. Shotgun Rain this guy after he smashes into that wall, and then we will finish him because he's gonna be like, oh, let me snack, and I'll be like, no, 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 no. You can have a nibble there, Mr. Blind One, but no more than that. So he'll go ahead and hit me with a couple more whacks. I'm going to go ahead and heal so we do not die from said whacks, and then I'm going to go ahead and spread a little bit more of that Shotgun Rain. Some stay dry, the blind one feels the pain. Shotgun Rain. Oh, what's that? You want a snack? No, 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 no. I'll let you get 2 nibbles in there, Blind One. You know, just me, your nutritionist hired by the military to keep you in check. And listen, I just don't want you snacking too hard. You know, it's almost your bedtime. I'm gonna put you back into hibernation mode, and I just don't want, you know, like eating too late at night can be it can be bad for your health. You know, it could. I don't know. I'm not the most qualified of nutritionists, but I'm the only person the military could hire or find. You know, so I'm just doing my job, just trying to be a helpful dude and spread a little bit of that pistol drizzle to my blind buddy over here. You know, I'm just trying to help him, man. Like, he's blind. Come on. I'm just trying to be a good dude. I know that he's a zombie and stuff, but at the end of the day, listen, even he deserves a little bit of fan-freaking-tasticness. The problem is that the fan-freaking-tasticness that he gets is a head stuck in the wall, my doggo coming over here, and me looting his hibernating body. So I'll see you in about 2 days there, Blind One. That's we'll go ahead and check in on you, but we got a red ticket crate and some of these things to go ahead and turn in, hopefully for some nifty little profit before we dive out on this raid. We don't have a revenge raid set up quite yet, but the good news is that the Blind One was one of the quests we needed to do to actually be able to finish up all the requirements for a raid that the raiders are going to send us out on, and I'm actually up to 2 C4, so hopefully this will help us get up to 3 C4. That would definitely be ideal, and we could have some fun with that. But yeah, man, D-Live has just been a lot of fun so far, and hopefully I can continue seeing some of you guys over there because it really has been great. And so far, the feedback from you guys who have been like over there on D-Live, like you guys are really loving the platform. I'm really loving it too, so I'm happy that, you know, a lot of us get to be over there, and it's so cool being a part of an up-and-coming platform like that, because I'm telling you, man, D-Live, I got a feeling it's gonna be big, baby. It's got some good infrastructure behind it. It's so awesome because literally the developers, people on D-Live, the team, will literally just hang out in our chat, and you guys could like ask them questions. Developers of the website, you guys could ask them like features you'd like to see, that type of stuff. That's how tight-knit this place is. So I'm done talking about that though, but hopefully I do see y'all today for some last day on Earth action. And why am I not getting C4 anymore, bro? I do like the military motorcycle blueprint. We're inching our way towards that, but dude, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. How you gonna do me like that? Don't do me like that. That's not nice. I do like that we got our medkits back and a couple of other nifty things here or there that we could definitely grab. No SWAT armor, unfortunately. We do have a chopper wheel, though, which will come in handy because all these extra chopper parts, which I love that they've become so much more common because you could get the gas tank out of like the yellow ticket crate, for example. So for those of y'all that are opening crates up quite a little bit, it is really good because then you could just take those extra spare parts once you have your chopper built up to the gas station. And, well, you know what the gas station's good for? It's good for upgrading your chopper. So while these chopper parts might not be able to build you a chopper anymore, they do contribute to unlocking higher level choppers, especially the off-road bike over here, because a max level off-road bike gives you 8 slots, aka a raider's best friend. And as you guys know, we like to raid pretty much on the daily, so the off-road bike is my best friend. I love the police bike. It's super cool. It's super rare. It was such a challenge to get, but still, man, it hurts to say this. I'm sorry to say this to you, Mr. Police Bike. You're definitely the coolest, but yeah, you just don't have the storage slots, which I'm kind of I wish they would change that, because only the off-road bike unlocks more storage slots. I wish that at least like some of the other bikes at least went up to like 6 storage slots, because literally all the other bikes max out at 4 storage slots. I feel like they should have at least let like the military motorcycle, like the police bike, get up to 6, you know? Especially the police bike. That is without a doubt the hardest bike to get and level up in the game. So, I don't know. I just feel like they did the police bike dirty, because it's definitely cool. Like, look at this dang thing, but the fact that its capacity, along with that, are all at the same level, while the off-road bike is over here enjoying quite a high capacity, and the fact that its capacity is not technically maxed out, which makes me think that more choppers might be down the line, or potentially more upgrades, or some sort of a revamp, because so far, there are only 8 slots here, but who knows, man? Maybe that could change, because why else would they leave that so open-ended? The capacity is not maxed out. Other bars, as you guys can see over here, like tank volume and damage, those can max out. But capacity has not yet maxed out, so it's like, really gets you thinking. But we got a raid to go ahead and think about, and I got a ton of loot that your boy has got to put away, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that and talk to y'all in a sec. And after getting our pups over here a little bit of food, I want to make sure that these dudes over here are very well fed, because I actually went ahead and a lot of our pups that we had did grow up, and whatchamacall, we do have a whole just ton new of these guys, but the problem is now that kind of what's going on is well, there's a lot of level 1s, which is not exactly ideal, but I suppose that we can take it. I mean, not just level 1s, but we just have a lot of dude dogs, you know? And also, let's go ahead and get this raid up and at it. Let's complete that, and let's go and say hello. But, dude, we need some more level 3 female dogs, and I think we need a lot more level 1 female dogs, too. We just have a lot of males right now, man, so hopefully our fortunes could turn around in that fashion, as well as we try to get up to that, whatchamacall. I think it's like the lead. I want to get the leader perks, man. I want to get as many dogs as possible that have the leader perks, because then our dog can do more damage, and that would kind of be dope. Also, let's upgrade these weapons. That would also be dope, so then we don't make noise when we attack. That's probably, I would say that is a desirable trait, but what do I know? I'm just a person who breaks into people's bases, you know? Don't mind me. I'm like Santa Claus, evil edition. I'm a Krampus. I'm like Krampus, non-zombie edition. It wasn't Krampus one of the bosses or whatever from the Christmas update? Dude, speaking of which, I really wish that they kept those bosses around, man. They could have maybe got rid of the Christmas theme around them, but I mean, in general, those boss battles, at least like Krampus and like especially Greg, like they didn't really have a Christmas theme to them. Like it kind of sucks that they completely got rid of them. It would be cool to have more bosses in the game, because that pretty much effectively doubled the amount of bosses in the game. But then they're like, nah, let's get them out of here, which was like, aw, kind of sucked. Like, come on, Krampus was it Krampus, the Santa Claus looking one? I'm not entirely sure, but you guys know the one I'm talking about. The one where you had to fend off that giant gas canister that would blow up. Yeah, that one was a challenge. It was cool. And like Greg was just a goofball, dude. I don't know what Greg was up to. Greg was doing his own thing. He wasn't too hard, really, but he did like to spit everywhere. And his spit was very deadly. But who is today's unlucky camper? Player 6147. Hello to you. And with a couple of seconds to spare until this player is about to potentially have an unpleasant day, let's enter and let's begin today's daily raid, so we can keep ourselves up at the max level, so hopefully get revenge raids as much as we can. And hello to you. I had a lot of hope it was about to be a big boy base. Like from here, you know, that looks promising, right? You're like, oh, this could be a lot of stuff. Nope. It is looking like it is kind of a base on the smaller side, which at the very least should make our jobs easier to not miss any loot. But the problem is that the loot itself might not be the best. Although, the last time I doubted a base that looked meh, it was kind of ridiculous. So I'm not going to start doubting this yet, especially because the last couple of raids, dude, like this past week of raiding, if you guys haven't been checking out this past week's videos, this past week has been... it's been pretty crazy, man. I don't think there's any other way of putting it other than like wowzers. we have had a lot of raids just filled to the brim with guns. And okay, if you guys raid this player, these 2 rooms over here don't really offer you anything. And over here, he does have, unless I'm missing maybe a wooden wall here on its backside, it does appear that this is going to be entirely a stone encampment. Oh, anything in the little pickup truck here? I guess some stuff we could take should we choose. But the good news is that it appears he put all of his chests and whatnot outside of his base, his stone portion, which makes me think that his stone portion might be dedicated. Dog, I'm literally putting a C4 on your head. Oh, I gotta sneeze like a madman, and that's what I like to see. That's what I was thinking, that inner little sanctum of the stone, that it was going to be filled to the brim with chests, and out of the 9 potential spaces that chests could occupy, it looked like we had 8 entire blocks dedicated to chests. So already off to a pretty decent start, and with the help of Pistol Drizzle, about to be off to an even better start than that by taking down the Fluta Blutas. Like that, and let's see what we got over here in chest number 1. Got some iron, nothing too crazy. I do want to break to the level 2 chests over here, because these appear like they might. Okay, they're kind of getting a little bit decent. We got an electronic part out of that, a little bit of aluminium, but these are probably most likely have the best stuff because, ooh, red tickets, I'll take that. But I just feel like they're most likely to have the best stuff because, I mean, if you think about it, they're literally the best chests. So I feel like you'd put your best stuff in the best chest, but it's not like it matters because, I mean, we'll be able to break through all these chests without having the big one appear yet. Now, if we start breaking into workbenches and stuff, might be, hello, 8 aluminum plates. Might be a little bit of a different story. Yeah, yet. Let's go ahead and run out of there. Not trying to deal with all those dudes at once. Let's go ahead and deal with some a little bit at a time and bring them down one by one. Mainly bring down the faster dudes first, so we could then go and deal with the slightly slower dudes. And is the Toxic Abomination slightly faster than the Floater Bloater? Huh. I actually never realized that. I guess the Toxic Abomination is very slightly faster than Floater Bloaters because over time, you guys could see that little gap between him and the rest of them was actually increasing. So a little bit of science over there, I guess. I was not expecting to learn something during today's raid. I was just expecting to blow stuff up. I mean, you might be like, Star, blowing stuff up, that's science. Yeah, but we've mastered the art of blowing stuff up, man. The amount of C4 that we've triggered, we've had a lot of C4 fun in our day. Let's leave it at that. But okie dokie. So we got a ton of aluminum plates out of that. So we're getting a lot of metals. Why did I hit auto? We're getting a lot of metals out of this raid so far. But is there any weapons or anything stockpiled like that? Maybe. I also kind of, I feel like that might be good. Because he does have his iron workbench within his stone enclosure. Which means he might be working on valuable stuff in it. Maybe. Let's frickin' go. Okie dokie. This raid just got slightly better. That's some SWAT armor we should be able to take home to help fill up our inventory as well. And a couple of other miscellaneous goods we'll be able to power through and acquire as well. For now, let's just go ahead and acquire a little bit of space between us and the rest of these dudes so we can bring death to the fast biters and then run away very quickly. So hopefully we could have more time to bring death to the fast biters and not deal with the abominations until all the fast dudes are done with. And then, because I'm just not trying to get hit by all of these dudes at once, especially the abominations. They're a little bit heavier hitting. And whoop! I don't know why my dude started, dude, my guy just had a mind of his own. He started running out of bounds, and I'm just like, luckily we cut it off before he got too out of control, but he wanted to get the hell out of Dodge by the looks of it. But no, not today, my friend. And hey, shouts out to you, Doggo, for helping us take these dudes down, because they have a lot of health that we gotta slowly but surely chip through. And honestly, instead of running a lot, we just go ahead and use these little turn and burn tactics over here. What tactic is that? Well, pretty simple. We run, we turn, and then we burn them by shooting them. To the face, to the face. Let's get one more hit off on you. The Doggo weakened you all that you had to go, and then this abomination will be donezo as well. Okie dokie. So with all the enemies that we got to worry about dealt with until the big one appears, which hopefully we should be able to avoid, is there one more chest with some magic up its sleeve? Because this chest over here, surprisingly magical. I will give you that. A fresh set of SWAT armor, that goes a long way in my book. But let's see what the final small chest has. A little bit of wood, okay. Nothing too crazy. And this guy over here, Okay, iron plates. Actually, a little bit better. And the last workbench I'm interested in breaking into is going to be the wood workbench, because there might be oak being worked on in here. Always good to invest it. Nope, no oak. Alrighty, I might break through a couple of his furnaces and stuff too after we fill up our inventory with the goods, and after we fill up this with the most valuable stuff, because as you guys know, the raiders will be asking for their fair share of this raid. But here's the nifty little trick in case y'all didn't know. If you put the best stuff over there in the chopper, they won't know that you got that during the raid. So that is how you can actually hide the best stuff, and they'll ask for a smaller share than they otherwise would have, which kind of could save you some loot in the long run, unless you give the raiders nothing, in which case, hey, when they show up at your base and deal with you, good luck, buddy. Good luck. That's what we'll leave it at, but we'll go ahead and grab all of this fat over here. That should fill out the inventory kind of nicely. We've got a couple of these hatchets and stuff that are going to be going bye-bye. Why don't we go and actually soften, quote-unquote soften, up a couple of these things over here, because with one chop over there and one chop over there, our iron hatchet did break. We will leave one iron hatchet in our inventory so we could actually finish breaking those and see if they had anything good. Other than that, though, we'll start putting away kind of the less valuable stuff and start filling up our inventory with the stuff that we ultimately want to come home with. And I'm thinking a little bit of that goes a long way. I've stockpiled quite a lot of nuts at this point, so I'm actually going to chill on looting the nuts. We should be able to fill out our iron plates, so we have a full stack of that coming home. 5 wrenches, not too shabby. We will put away another one of those hatchets. We only need 1 for the time being, and that should free us up for something else. But what do we want? Okay, I'm gonna eat all your carrots, by the way, bro. Hope that's cool. You know, need my vitamin carrot, or whatever vitamins carrots provide. I don't know. I'm not a carrotologist. Cut me some slack there. And maybe just another stack of iron, because I know that we've been blowing through a good amount of iron lately too, so that's always a good thing to stockpile. So all in all, I think we're happy with the loot that we got out of this raid. Definitely not the best. Was it worth the C4? I've gotten less in exchange for a C4, so I'll take it straight to the bank. Even though I don't know if the bank would appreciate me taking a C4 or any of this loot there. Actually, besides the pistol, I don't think they'd care. Except when I show up in a full SWAT team, everyone in the bank would probably panic. They'd be like, ah, there's a bank robbery going on. The SWAT team's here to save us. I'd be like, no, I'm just making a deposit, bro. Calm down. But all right, let's go ahead and see what these two got in store for us. Anything over here? No, nothing too big. Anything over there? No, nothing too big. Okay, see you later, abominations. Big one. You're not getting a hit off on me, because that is going to bring an end to today's raid that we had in our usual daily raiding adventures. But we also have this little guy over here in the form of an airdrop. So let's drive over there and see what maybe we could acquire from the airdrop. But as we are doing that, that's going to start bringing an end to this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. I hope that you guys did enjoy. Can't wait to hear what y'all got to say regarding the active skill mods and the one that you are most looking forward to. And hopefully this Outpost update will still be in the near future as well, because holy moly, man, the fact that they said it's turning out bigger than they expected, that has me hype. Because that means that there might be more to it than they haven't even said yet, which is just like, whoo, baby. I need me some of that. But I'm looking forward to hearing what y'all got to say. And best of luck in that $25 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway. Best of luck to you guys and gals. Getting the Chopper gas tank and joining the Chopper Squadron. Best of luck breeding your pup. Getting the True Friend perk. Leveling up your own perks and skills. Not to mention finding the very best blueprints and building up the very best attachments for the very best weapons that you got. Like this Glock over here that we just got. Best of luck building up your base. Going out on the dopest of raids. Defeating all the bosses that the game has to throw at you. And getting past the multiplayer wall. And most important of all, having yourselves an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic time all throughout. But that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. This was an awesome one, and I'll talk to you next one. See ya.